Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see a team from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, join you. And the Raging Cajuns will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UAB's offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice. And
a lot of space. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
UAB 7, Louisiana 0.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Raging Cajuns offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
That's caught. It's Smith. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The play action fake. using the quick game. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hill.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Blazers have their offense in high gear.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Runs through a tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not...
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, UAB. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. The give is to Smith. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Third down coming up.
Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Handoff from the gun. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
For the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're on TV. Make some noise. It's third down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Blazers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. They're trailing by 10 to Cincinnati. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. The sure hands, it's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right.
Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Here's the pressure. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. And the Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Hit as he throws. Working that left side. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Robertson. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
We're on TV. Make some noise. It's third down.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Might be changing the route. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Smith takes the handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Absolutely center cut. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
All day.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Barnes. The Blazers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The option look. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys.
UAB, 28, Louisiana, 10.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Johnson looking to throw. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Green. And he forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Blazers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He breaks the tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Blazers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be?